Well, Saturday Supercade, gather round and join your video friends together. Because this was a cartoon made in 1983 and aired on CBS after 1982's Pac-Man cartoon made by Hanna-Barbera. Saturday Supercade was made by Ruby Spears Company, and it lasted 2 seasons. So first of all, I'm going to start off with talking about the first season of Saturday Supercade. And first off, the segment that begins Saturday Supercade is the Frogger Segments, which is based off of the Frogger video game. And so it is like some sort of a mystery series, which Frogger and his friends, Fanny and Shell Shock, aka Shelly, the trio, are reporters who work for the Swamp Gazette for their boss named Tex, and they go on adventures to solve crimes, and it's really interesting. Love it. Anyway, moving this aside, since the Frogger segments are my favorite in Saturday Supercade, wanna know, out of all of those segments in Saturday Supercade, were my least favorite? Yeah, that's right, Donkey Kong. Because it's just the same old thing over and over again. You know, like, basically you got Mario, well, or so they would think it's Mario, but he actually resembles that of Jumpman. And you got Pauline, even before she had that new hat. And she had blonde hair, like Peach, and acted pretty ditzy. And Donkey Kong said the same thing over and over again too. Like a Pokemon knockoff. All he said was, Donkey Kong! Nope, I would never recommend the Donkey Kong segments. Yes, I would recommend Frogger segments. Anyway, moving on to the other season 1. So, what I liked better than the Donkey Kong segments were the Donkey Kong Jr. segments. Well, even if both universes in Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. were the same, but the stories did not really coincide with each other, because Donkey Kong Jr. tried to find his dad Donkey Kong with the help of some guy named Bones, who is my senpai, my former senpai. Anyway, for the 2 rotating segments in season 1, it was either Pitfall or Q*bert. Well, first let's talk about Pitfall. So, see, they're really awesome adventures that involve Pitfall Harry along with his niece Rhonda and his pet cat, Quick Claw. Well, not really a cat, technically, but like, he's a mountain lion. Actually, wherever he is, pretty sure he's a chicken. Anyway, for the Q*bert segment, they did rotate with Pitfall back in season 1, but I think a couple more segments of Q*bert aired for season 2. So, it was all about Q*bert along with his friends QT, Q-Bow, Q-Ball, and he had a little brother named Q-bit, and he had other friends too, like Slick and Sam, and they try to stop the bad guys, Coily, Ugg, and Wrongway, kind of like in the game, and Viper, except that something new that did not include in the game is in the cartoon, which is the Slippy Doos. Those are like slicks of oil, I believe. But what is still in the game that we could see in the cartoon here are the flying discs, and the swear bubbles, and the color changing squares. Like, those are really cool. Well, what I think of Season 1 overall is pretty much a better season than Season 2. I don't know. Even if both seasons are very fun to watch, it's just that I think Season 1 is a little better because they have more segments. Like, let me count in total. We got Frogger, we got Donkey Kong, we got Donkey Kong Jr., we got Pitfall, we got Bert. That makes 5. So, moving aside from all the Season 1 segments, and let's talk about the 2 lone segments of Season 2 that were included only in that season and never seen in the first season at all. So, first segment I'm going to talk about here is Space Ace. Well, it was sort of okay to me. It wasn't good or bad at all. Just mediocre at best. The thing I genuinely did like about the cartoon was the character Kimberly. She's so pretty. Yeah. And the thing I didn't really like about the cartoon was the evil Borf. His design is so weird. Oh gosh. But yeah. And last but not least, and I've been saving for the very best, of course, the Kangaroo Segments in Season 2. Well, they were a lot more fun to watch than Space Ace segments, to be honest. Well, it's all about the adventures in a zoo, about Katie with her son Joey, and their friend Sydney, who's a squirrel. And, like, they won't stop at nothing against the Monkey Biz Gang. Like, it's so epic though, because like Katie uses her boxing gloves kind of like in the game. It's really cool. Anyway, as I said before, Season 2 was kind of alright, but I still prefer Season 1. Let me count the total segments of Season 2, just so we could understand how many were, like, included in there. Okay, we got Donkey Kong, of course, and we got Bert, of course, and then we got Space Ace and Kangaroo. That makes 4, I think. Yeah, less segments than the first season, but it's alright. Saturday Supercade was still a very great show. Alright, so even if not a lot of episodes of Saturday Supercade could be found online, it's still a very great show. I'm Nikki Rosso, signing out, and bye!